Hello and welcome to the Life is Storytelling Gamescast. I'm your host, Chris Pierce, joined by my co-host, Tom Fleming, aka
I
Ernest
forgot about that.
Gonzalez.
I
Uh,
forgot I was Tom Fleming today.
so did
Yeah,
I. Today is November 6th of 2025. Ernest, how you doing today, bud?
I'm pretty awesome. I've been up since 2 a.m. It is
Oh, wow.
currently 6:26 p.m.
Yeah. That's
So
crazy.
I might be a little
Crazy.
loopy, man, but I'm having a good time for sure. And
Okay.
I'm excited
Okay.
for this episode for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it'll be good. I will say if you look up, like if you go to the Game Awards website, talking about the Keeleys here, of course you can look up last year's nominees and whatnot, but it does say this year's nominees will be announced. It just says mid-November, so I mean, that's going to be like in the next couple of weeks.
It's coming
So,
up. Yeah.
so what we are doing here, we took 14, like kind of the biggest awards or like the ones we look to the most, at least, of the awards, and we're gonna go over our predictions for what's gonna be nominated in each one of these. Obviously, Game of the Year is one of them, and we'll get to that. We're not going to be going over who we want to win, who we think is going to win, necessarily anything like that. Right now, we are predicting who's going to be nominated, and then we'll be able to cross-reference that with, of course, when these nominees come out, and we can see
Yeah.
how close we were, how off we were. I don't think we're
And
going to be
because
off.
of course we're going to be covering it when we do find out who
Right,
wins it.
right.
When we'll talk about our feelings there for sure
For
in a
sure,
little bit more depth. And we'll also be doing our own awards.
we will, because yeah, that's and granted, I guess they're all audio going back, but this year will be the first year we do it video-wise. But
And
yeah.
it's nearly as well produced as
Okay.
the Keeleys, you know?
People yell at me less than Keely. Keely, love them. So yeah, but
You're
yeah.
doing
So
something right.
we what we normally do is when like it's the week that the show happens, we go over that. We have our buddy Justin hop on, um, and we go over each award and what we think is going to win and stuff like that. And we have our own like veto system. Like, oh, I have something that I think should go here that got snubbed. This is what I would switch out, and we go into that stuff at that point. And then it's usually either the week after or 2 weeks after, depends on how much we got to go for, where we do our own award show. And it has been very long, and it probably will still be very long when we do it, but we're gonna not make the mistake of going over what's announced at the Game Awards as the beginning of our own award show. Because that is, I mean, it's probably gonna always lead
Oh,
to an hour-long conversation.
that was like 4 hours. That was like a 4 hour episode.
4 hour episode, and that part
Yeah.
was about 40 to 50 minutes. So like it's still long. Um, but you could flow better for sure. We're all trying to do our best here.
We figured it out since then. Yeah, we got
Oh
this.
man. But Ernest, how you doing, bud?
Oh man, it's been a good day. It's been a
Yeah,
good
despite
day.
the sleep.
Things are looking up. Sometimes you get a little bit down,
Yeah,
but it's all about how you bounce back, baby. It's
yeah.
all about how you bounce back.
I
What
want to
about
give you
yourself?
I'm good. I'm doing good. But
It's
I want to give
important
you
to
credit.
me that you're doing well. I'm
And I
just saying.
respect that. But I want to give Ernest credit where credit is due. So the other night, our team had the lowest of lows that I can remember in a long time. Playing Arc Raiders is me, Ernest here, and Justin, and every one of us. Obviously, things happened. We got third teamed. We got just the regular thing, wilds of that game were getting us, and it eventually got us in a loop of like losing stuff. On top of that, we all fought with one another. Like it wasn't just like it was at
Yeah,
me and
it
Ernest,
was like Chris
Justin,
versus Justin,
yeah,
and then Ernest versus Chris, and
and
then
then
Ernest
Ernest and
versus
Justin, and
Justin.
it was just like, and it was none of it was the same thing, and it just was like a
Fuck
wild,
you.
and that's why like yesterday I was like, not even gonna ask, and you know what sucks? Because I'm a monster. I'm a monster. I don't even remember what he said, but I was like, dude, I hope you have a bad day. And guess what happened? He had a really bad day yesterday. And he
It
was just really
did.
quiet and everything when he got home. And I was like, ah, this is terrible. This is bad. He's good
Damn,
now. But I was just like, ah, crap. But at the same time, I want to give you credit because Ernest, you're the only one who didn't dip into toxicity.
I didn't what?
You didn't dip into toxicity. You didn't get it. You didn't like, you mean you got mad, but like you didn't start anything.
Yeah, I was like, I once you were like, "Fuck you," I was like, "Fuck you too, man."
Right.
But
Like I know we're laughing about it now, but there was like anger in the moment. But like it's just literally, yeah. And I, of course, I do apologize, whatnot. I'll
but
just have a better
that's
squad next time.
I think that it happens in most close friend groups,
For sure.
right? Like
For
you're
sure.
going butt head once in a while, especially when you spend a lot of time with those
Right.
people. And it's nice that we have the venue of video games to let a lot of that out,
100%.
because when we get off, like the next day we're going to the movies together or something. So
Right.
like,
But
yeah,
I'm
we
very
have.
curious because, like, in that moment, obviously, me and Justin were here, and like, but like after that, like he's like, "Good night," he went to bed, blah blah blah. But like like the energy in a house. I don't know when all three of us are here, it's just like, what do you want? Just kidding. But it's also really easy to
Oh
just go to
man,
your own room. But yeah, dude, I just wanted to bring that up because like it was like literally like, damn. Because like I get
it
to
was
those
a lot.
moments, like I'll have things build up because I should. I won't get too deep into it, but there's things I should just let out before letting it build up. Because it always ends up being a thing where it just ends up instead of being like a bite, I'm like a little bark, I turn it into a bite. And then
It boils over.
and immediately when it happens, I see myself, I'm like, damn it. And
I think
it just
that's
sucks.
just being human, though, bro. That's
Yeah,
all
but
it
like it just
is.
keeps
Yeah.
happening, and I need to do better at that. Regardless, like I said, I'm not getting too far into it.
That's
But
why I love living a life where I'm just like quick to forgive,
that's good.
because
That's good. And
it's
nobody said
it's just
anything that was
better.
like horrible. Like it didn't go like we didn't insult each other.
Right.
Like your mother and blah blah
Yeah.
blah 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 or something.
You
I don't
didn't
know.
like slap my sister or anything, you
Right.
know? It's
Right.
like
Right, right.
we
No,
can
no, there
keep
was no
being
physical
friends. You're good.
altercation. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Please don't
just
slap my sister. I would appreciate
gotta fix those eyebrows. Um.
it. She has eyebrows like me, dude.
Oh my God. But it's a really
Just
fun
kidding.
game,
She doesn't have
despite
eyebrows.
that. I know. No, her eyebrows are so much thinner than you.
Uh,
Um,
what's her name?
your sister,
No,
green spaghetti lady.
X and Mia Goth.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know,
Yeah,
Miranda.
because she used to be a chola, is what it was. She used to be a
Hmm.
chola, so they're just really thin.
I see.
They're
I
just
see. I
really
see.
thin.
I think it's all the
She's
green
still
spaghetti that
recovering.
just evaporated it. Um, but yeah, other than that, been good. We all obviously had a little break from each other yesterday. Um, and yeah, I will say I was right. I got to Kronos. He is a two-phaser, just like Hades one, and I did not beat
Oh,
him. But it
I thought
just
you were talking about the game that came out earlier this
oh,
year,
Kronos 2 done.
Chronos.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Death to Kronos.
So
But
on Hades, you got to
on
Chronos.
Hades
Yeah,
2, I got to Kronos. I got to the second phase, so I'm constantly making
you're
those
right
steps.
there, dude.
I'm right
You're
there,
right
and
there.
then I'm
Do you have like a
assuming
specific weapon that you're getting there with right now?
um. So there's like two weapons I really like. So if you've watched the trailer, she has like the staff that does like the magic stuff, which is really good. It's your starting thing. And then she also gets like this like sword and sickle. That's really
Mm.
cool. Um I've found the weapon I don't like because it runs out of
Ah,
ammo. And that's tough in those situations. You can get it back, but it's just like you don't realize how many things you're juggling in your mind in this type of game until there's just one extra thing added onto it that doesn't need to be there. I was like, oh, I hate this.
I'm just like, I'm so sure that that's a great game, even though I don't have a Nintendo, so I can't play it yet.
Yeah,
But like, I'm so sure that that's a great game that it's on a few of these.
that's fair.
Like,
No, I
I'm
will
like,
say,
yeah, it's gonna be
and
in
you'll
the
be
running
happy
for
because
this.
there's a game on some of these lists that I just think like you've played it, I haven't, and we'll get into that in a minute. You
I
might
think
even
we
be able
have
to
a
guess
few of
what it
them. We're
is.
gonna have a few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But regardless,
But
that
it's
just
nice that
shows
we have this team because the things that I don't play, you have inside. We get to
right.
cover each other.
A hundred
You know what I
percent.
mean?
A hundred
Yeah.
percent.
Yeah.
Um, but one more thing I want to bring up before we get into this, because in a couple of days, on the 8th, it will mark 1 year since the premiere of Arcane Season 2.
Ah,
RIP.
are you gonna cry?
Crying right now.
I'll
Had to
come over and
stop.
cry with you.
It's been a year, and I had to watch some shitty musical after I watched the end of Arcane Season 2. Um,
My mustache makes me look extra sad.
you should give some of that to your sister. She'll fix it. Um, just kidding. She's a very nice lady. We love her. She created our first logo. Um, go buy her candles. What's your candle
Yeah.
company called?
Flame Candy Candle Company.
Flame
Flame
Candy.
Candy Candle Company. I
Ah,
said it
man, that's hard. That is difficult. What he
right.
said. What he said. Flame
But once you get
Candy
it down,
Candle
it's fun.
Company.
Hmm.
It's fun. But yeah, I just wanted to shout that out because obviously huge show. We have a whole episode about that. That one went long. And we were
Yeah,
just
we love
talking about
candles.
that. No, not the candles.
Oh.
Arcane. We do love candles though. I have a couple of candles right next to me. But yeah, no, we're huge fans of Arcane, and we're still kind of waiting to see what's next with that. But obviously, Fortiche,
those
dude, you
those
take your time.
spin-offs, man, I'm ready.
Right. All right. And Fortiche, you take your time. You take your time. There's a lot of
Not like
like
Grand Theft Auto time, but like take your time.
Hey man, animation doesn't get nearly the amount of recognition it deserves, even with that. So you take your time. Um, but there's a lot of like a lot of games and stuff are having like their original like arcane like rewards and skins and stuff coming out again. And I'm like, oh dude, do I get one in Fortnite? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just to have that just in
What'd they
case, you
put in
know.
Fortnite?
Jinx.
Oh, okay. Was
Yeah.
it just Jinx?
I might have just stopped looking. I only saw Jinx. There might have been Vi. There might have
That's
been
what I
Vi.
want. I don't need to see anything else.
Well, like,
Because if
and
they
it's
had an
so
Echo,
interesting. Huh?
if they had an Echo, I might
Right.
go with you.
Right, right,
But
right. And like and obviously again, we've talked about this game development, do take your time. And just because it is a Riot franchise doesn't mean they have necessarily the Riot funding to just do whatever they want. The 2XKO, it'd be so cool if it was out right now. Like for us. Like you can play it on
yeah,
PC. Um,
yeah.
but like do your thing, man. But I want it. I was like, I want to play that game. Um and like it's so interesting because when I finished season one, like Jinx was my girl. She was the only girl I cared about. I was like, I love this girl. I finished season two, I was like, oh man, Jinx is now my girl. Jinx, I love you. You're precious. You're precious.
Oh,
Um,
V was your girl the first
Vi,
time around.
yeah, Violet.
Vi,
It's okay.
same person, same shit, man.
No, no, no. V's in Cyberpunk. But
Oh, true.
also, well, actually, it depends on your ending. But yeah, but dude, it's just such a great franchise. I love it so much, and yeah, we had to talk about it here for just a bit, and I would love for them to make some kind of announcement on Saturday. So we'll see. There's nothing teased. I don't want to make it seem like I saw anything. It's just hope. Also, dude, Mom Donnie rules. We're happy for New York. I'm jealous for New York. Um, if there's like a Texas version of that guy, please come here. You know, just let me
Come
know.
here,
Come here. Get over
come here.
here. And now we're back
Hey,
in the
Mir,
video games.
Mir.
But first category up. So the way we're going to be doing this, I'm gonna name the award. First one up here is going to be most anticipated game. It's like the least like important award, and I'm pretty sure, especially with today's announcement, we 100% know what it's going to be. Uh, um, so for this one, I don't think it matters if we talk about what we think is going to win, but I'm curious to see what you filled in here. But most anticipated game, apparently. There's only five nominees for everything except for the last two awards. And I thought that was interesting because I don't think I've ever noticed that. But obviously, the last two being game direction and game of the year, those are like the big ones. Those are like your director and your film of the
Yeah.
year. You know, that's what you're doing there.
Mm-hmm.
But for this most anticipated game, I have GTA 6, Fable, Resident Evil 6, Soros, and Duskbloods.
Resident Evil 9.
You're right. I don't know what to do with six. Where did that come from? But you're right. Resident Evil 9 or Resident Evil Requiem.
You can play Resident Evil 6 right now, buddy.
I sure can. I sure can. Oh man. I'll fix that on my thing here. But does any of that match up with you? I'm sure one of them does.
So I do have GTA 6 on
Right.
here, and we are gonna have to wait and see what happens because at this point, like I said in the TikTok today, like there it's a pattern at this point
Right.
that it keeps getting delayed. So is it gonna be 2027 and they're not in the running for anything next year, you know? I
Mm.
don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. So but as of right now, it is still set for 2025. So GTA 6 is definitely on there.
Mhm.
Resident Evil Requiem or Resident Evil 9 for sure. Fable as well. I have Fable 3. That's not right. It's just
It's
Fable.
just called Fable. Yeah, because it's like a rebooted version.
Um, and what was the other ones?
That I listed,
Yeah,
Saros and Duskbloods.
I forgot about Saros. And I do have. Oh, I don't have Dust Bloods, but that should be when I have Blood of the Dawn Walker, and I got those two
I respect it.
confused.
Hey man, because I don't so Duskbloods is going to be interesting because obviously the studio behind it, that's why you would put that there. And the trailer did
Right.
look cool. But it is a fully online game. And now there's a little less shade at that because I mean, people mostly receive Night Rain very well. And this one's going to actually have Miyazaki on it, and it's not reused assets. It's new.
Right.
But the elephant in the room, um, it's an online only game that's exclusive to one console, and it's the
What
console that
console
has
is that?
had the least experience with like successful online, and that is Nintendo. It'll be the Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. There's no announcement or anything whether it's a timed exclusive or not. Um, from what I can recall, they just don't usually. Oh no, sometimes they do. I think in most cases when it's like no, I don't know. I think you usually would keep that secret, but sometimes they do announce it. But yeah, as of right now, all we know is it's going to be exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Obviously, if you've been watching, first of all, our news, we've been reporting on this. So many people have bought a Switch 2, so it may not be an issue.
Like a
A
lot of
lot,
people.
a lot.
Right.
Like it's a lot.
Like the most
It's
people.
it's pretty crazy. It's pretty fucking crazy. But at the same time, even like because like PlayStation, if something's PlayStation exclusive, which we're gonna see with that Marvel Tokon, is that what it's called? Am I making that up? I think it's
Yeah,
Tokon.
yeah,
The
the
Marvel
fighting
fighting
game.
game. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
That's gonna be PlayStation exclusive. I think it's PC, PlayStation PC, but not on Xbox. Um, and then I can't think of any of those at the moment, so we'll just move forward with that. But like especially fighting games, a little bit different for sure. But any type of multiplayer, it just really benefits you to just have everyone be able to touch it. You know, like it just really benefits you.
Like
Um,
Helldivers.
right. And
The
like
perfect
they
example because they were
100%.
PlayStation exclusive and PC, like you
NPC.
said,
Yeah.
for however long.
Mhm.
Excuse me, and then they run into the situation where the player base is dropping off, all this type of stuff, and then they're like, "Oh, hey, it's on Xbox now,"
Right.
and everybody just went rushing back. I don't know if they're still there, but for a good while there, it was the hype again. You
I will
know,
also say just part of that, there was a huge hiccup when it was just PlayStation and PC for a while where you had to create a PlayStation account to do all that stuff. And it's like,
that's
oh,
right.
that's not a thing
Yeah,
here. And
which
that
is a
created like
problem
the
for
first
some
wave
parts
of
of
a
the
lot
world.
of drama.
Yeah,
Understandably so. But yeah, like it just really benefits. And like another great example, granted on the single player side, like Final Fantasy the Seven remakes, neither one has hit the sales that nothing ever does. But in regards to what we're talking about, what Square Enix wanted from it, and that's why they're looking at no longer doing exclusivity going forward. I'm pretty sure because I mean they didn't go into detail. I'm sure there has to be some type of signed document, and that's why these first two are exclusive. So I assume that goes to the third one. But beyond that, I imagine we're gonna not see that
and
anymore.
really, I think a lot of it has to do with Square Enix like managing expectations because they
They
just keep
100% should.
shooting for the moon here,
100%.
bro. Like, and I
100%.
get that's how you get investors on board and stuff like that, but you got to be real with those investors once in a while too.
100%. Yeah.
So,
And I mean, it's a great franchise, obviously, and it is a
and it's
money.
not like they're failures of games or anything, like
Right.
it didn't sell. It's just not meeting their standard, you
Right,
know?
right, right.
So,
But now we're at the point where literally Final Fantasy VII Remake is going over to Switch 2. So
mhm.
like it's just timed exclusivity, and that's great. And honestly, just again, spread your stuff to more people. It's just gonna be great.
Yeah,
The
man.
Dustblood
And
is
I'm
gonna be
really just hoping that this ends up being a good game
oh for sure.
because FromSoft, you know? Because
hundred
FromSoft.
percent.
And they make
And
good
again,
stuff, and I want
not
them to
only
keep
from
making
Soft,
good stuff.
Miyazaki Daddy is on it. So like,
Right. Right, 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 right.
hey, not reused assets. This is new. This is gonna be its own thing. And the trailer, granted, it doesn't really do much to show you like really the gameplay loop. We learned a lot about that reading after the fact. But dude,
Kind of
atmosphere,
letting you know the setting more than
right,
anything else,
right,
right?
right, right,
Yeah.
and get a look at what I assume are gonna be these characters we're playing as. It's something to be excited for. I mean, you should always be excited for anything from FromSoft to the point where I know the fan base is there, but the Armored Core franchise is not as big as the Dark Souls one. But a
Oh,
lot of people went in on Armored Core 6. Like me and Ern, oh sorry, obviously you too, but me and Justin had not played Armored Core. We hopped in with that new one, like it, from the studio.
right,
Obviously, if you
right.
like mech stuff,
Because
that's
it's
something
and
different.
because it's people that you trust because they consistently provide quality,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
And I know y'all got distracted or whatever from
Well,
Armored
it's a
Core
bad game.
6, but like
I'm just kidding.
it's a
Just kidding.
good game.
For sure.
It's a good
For sure.
game.
For sure. It's the last one they're ever gonna release. But
That's as
but
wide as they get, man.
oh, so were there two more that you had? Because you only list three.
I put more than the amount.
Okay,
that
that's
I
fine.
usually
What'd you get? What'd you get?
so for this one specifically,
Okay.
I did what was not on there? Neo 3,
Okay.
um 007 First Light.
Oh, maybe so. Okay.
I'm very excited for that. And
Right.
Light No Fire.
Oh, word. Is that the
Uh
one from the Hello games?
from yes, from the
Hello.
people that make
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. And if they are able to deliver this time on what they are saying they're
Right.
going to do, it's going to be
It helps that
epic.
you don't have a
Like
release date.
you're just
Just
gonna
I
be
mean,
like
just do your thing.
in the world or
Right, right.
whatever.
And then
Like
the Grand Theft Auto of it all. I do want to bring up. Um, granted, it's a little different because obviously Rockstar's American. Um, but like, I don't think people remember Elden Ring being the most anticipated game for multiple years at the Game Awards. And when they announced Elden Ring, there was no date, there was no nothing, there was one trailer, and then it was just silent for years. So I don't know what's better. I feel like it is a little better to not just always get the release date and then pushing it back. Um, I mean, at the point where you've
no,
given us a release date, I think you have to continuously give us those updates. It's like unfortunate that you're like stuck in that cycle, but
I would rather them announce like, "Hey, this is a game and we're working on it, and
right,
we're gonna let you know when we're gonna be done. We'll see you
100%.
later or whatever."
Because
And then
what's going to happen is you're
than
going to forget
having
about
what
it.
we have with GTA 6,
Right.
especially the way that it's affecting the rest of the gaming community,
People
man.
trying to
Like
avoid,
there are
people
people
trying to
moving
avoid,
their release
yeah,
dates to avoid releasing at that same time because Chris doesn't even like Grand Theft Auto and he's 100% playing this game.
probably.
Like like dude, it's such a huge event. Like
It is.
it is literally affecting the industry
Because it will
and like people are
incorporate
trying to not
non-gamers as well.
horizon themselves out here, you know?
Right, 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 right.
So
People have already bought PS5 Pros before the price hike on them, so they would have the best console, sorry, available for that experience. Which is
right.
fair, dude. Like, I mean, it's fair.
Specifically for GTA 6,
GTA,
you
yeah,
know?
and that
Like
might be the only game they have for that, which is again going off of the last one. Which, oh, funny enough, they did announce that they're releasing an enhanced version of the PC Grand Theft Auto 5. Um, um,
get ready for all the side by side fucking
right,
videos.
right, right, 100%,
Like
100%.
this is on
Uh,
PC and it's like, yeah, but like what PC?
but is it your PC? Um, but yeah, I think again, once you've done it, once you've already announced the release date, I don't think you can't just go quiet because then at that point you don't get the Team Cherry effect. No one ever hated Team Cherry about like, dude, where's Silk Song?
Right.
Silk Song was
Yeah.
announced as a DLC, and then they're like, it's become something so big that we want to turn it into a full game, which is kind of what happened with Naughty Dog because there was supposed to be multiplayer for Last of Us 2, and they were like, we got some ideas and we're going to make this its whole full experience, and then PlayStation and the Concord of it all were like, nah, nope. So,
The
so
concord of it
the
all.
concord of it all, man. Dude, it's a moment in gaming history that like if there were gaming textbooks, that's gonna be in there. There's something to learn from that, 100%. No hate to the studio. Never any hate to the studio. Hate to CEOs though. And that's looking at you, PlayStation. Trend chasing is not great. But let's move on to our next award here. One that I always look forward to. I don't know how much I'm going to look forward to it this year, but we're going to have a fun conversation here. Best adaptation. So
Yeah.
I have listed. I had to look up the release date of this because I was like, was it last year or not? And it was. This didn't release till after the Game Awards. So Sonic 3,
Yes.
um,
Same. I
Castlevania,
did the same thing.
yeah, Castlevania Nocturne Season 2, Splinter
Oh.
Cell Death Watch, Last of Us Season 2, and Devil May Cry. Or what I have listed there. What do you got?
So I very much have the same type of thing. I did forget about Castlevania because
That's because it
that
came out in
2 came
January.
out at the end of last year.
January. It came out January this year.
Oh, damn it. Okay, so I just missed
I mean, it's
it
the same
completely.
reason. Like, it's just real. It's been a long time.
Which like I haven't seen it, but I heard it's really good.
Yeah.
So um but I also have Sonic 3, The Last of Us 2, Splinter Cell Death Watch. Did you put the Minecraft movie on there?
Oh shit, I didn't. And
I
I
feel
think you
like
have to put
it's
it there.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's going to be nominated just based off of how much money it made, you know?
Right.
Like
So I'm gonna say this right
who
now as the Castlevania fan, because I've watched the original show. I watched both seasons of Castlevania Nocturne when they came out. Um, I do think from what we're looking at on this list, Castlevania Nocturne is the one most likely to get knocked off to give Minecraft a shot.
And you had Splinter Cell Death Watch on there?
Yeah.
And that's better than Castlevania?
So that's not necessarily. First of all, I haven't finished it. I've only watched the first two episodes. Took a break from that to watch all of the Star Wars show.
Uh-huh.
But it's more popular,
Okay. Okay.
and that might be because it's newer. But it's
Mhm.
also like touching on a franchise like nobody. So I mean, if they release a new Castlevania, sure, whatever. But nobody's like fiending for like because we have Metroidvanias. Like
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
spirit of what Castlevania is still exists. And then, granted, we do
Right.
get more Metroid, so I mean, make a new Castlevania if you want. Konami. Um, and we have the original creator of Castlevania, the game. Um, he's made a spiritual successor in the form of I think it's called like Blood Watch, something like that. You asked me about it one time because it's on the subscription. Um, and he has another thing coming out for that. But I do think Castlevania Nocturne Season 2 wasn't huge, wasn't the biggest. We all know how things are treated when it's released in the beginning of the year. Um, not that crappy Kingdom whatever game that came out in February. Yeah, it just sucks.
I disapprove so much.
I'm
So
just
much.
playing with you. But yeah, because I think
I
you're absolutely right. There's just a popularity to Minecraft that if it is to get on here, Castlevania is gonna be the first one to go. Because Devil May Cry
I
is its own thing. Yeah.
yeah, I really feel like just based off how successful it was, how
Right.
popular it was, it's going to end up there. I'm not sure that it wins,
Oh, it has a
but
shot. I
I
don't. You need to realize that
I think it's on the
it has
list
a
though.
shot. Because you know who's gonna be more than willing to show up? Jack Black.
Oh yeah. Oh, no doubt. No
And you
doubt.
know
Now
what?
Jack Black is going to be all about that
And
because
you know
dude's a
what?
gamer.
You
I'm
can
pretty sure,
picture it
right?
though. You can picture it. He goes up to accept the award, and what does he do? He yells out to the crowd, "Chicken jockey," and it just makes me
Oh
want to hang
man,
myself. I sat through it. I watched it, folks.
I didn't.
Yeah, like, and
But I saw that part. I
there
saw
is
that
a
part.
there is a bit to enjoy for sure. And no hate to anyone that actually enjoyed it, but it's just like because me and my friend Mick, my friend Mick is the one who made me like he sold me on it. He's like, dude, it's the type of silliness that you're just gonna laugh at. And everything he described to me was true. Like Jack Black is being the most Jack Black he could possibly be. Jason Momoa is ridiculous and all this other things. And there are parts that I laughed, but overall I was just like, oh no,
And because I
please.
love the people in that movie,
Right.
like I like every one of those actors, pretty
The I was gonna
much. You
say
know.
I don't know who the boy's from, but the girl from Wednesday who plays the werewolf is in it,
Oh,
and
right,
she's good.
right. She
And then
is
of
good, and she's
course,
starting to get more roles too.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then obviously Attaboyo from Peacemaker is in here as well. And then yeah, there's Jack Black, of course. I don't hate him. I don't actually hate
Right.
him, but
And
like
Momoa's cool, man.
you just see the money. You see the money of just like chicken jockey.
I want to have like a frosty mug of beer with Jason Momoa.
I bet that'd be pretty cool. And just he
Yeah.
just tosses tomahawks. Um, yeah, and I mean, he's such a good pick for Lobo. I'm so ready for that.
And because I
Um,
don't look like him, but I have a man bun, damn beard, and I'm brown, so everybody's like Jason Momoa.
Change your
So
name
that's
right
the
now.
homie.
No, you're Jason Momoa now. That's your name.
Oh
I was
no,
just fun.
I'm Tom
Um,
Fleming. What do you
that's
mean?
impossible. It's your old friend
I can't
Tom.
be Tom Fleming and Jason Momoa.
TF, bro, TF.
But I also had a Twisted Metal on here, which came out recently, and I have not
Oh, season
watched.
two. Yeah, yeah,
I was just reaching for there's not as many adaptations. The
yeah.
ones
Yep.
that we have got, I think, are like
I
good.
mean, we
And
filled it, and there
see,
was
it
extra.
is season two of Twisted Metal, so they're
Yeah.
doing something right to get a season two in the first place, you know?
Right. And like last year,
So
we had season two of Arcane up there, which lost to Fallout. Crazy. And unfortunately, Fallout won't make it this year because Fallout's coming out in December. And will it be good enough to go up for next year? We'll find out. Um, I'm
but I
sure.
really think Sonic 3, with it not making the cut last year or coming out too late or whatever it was, like it might be an arcane effect where it comes back that next year and like
But
takes over
our
the things that
yeah.
win in 2025 because again the popularity, and it was just a really good movie too.
So
It's
I
pretty good.
think now that you've helped me fix my list here, I say fixed. I love Castlevania. It's a great show. Um, I think it's going to come down between Last of Us and Minecraft. Well, your movie, Minecraft. We're
Man,
going to call you the
crazy,
Minecraft guy.
crazy. And then
Um,
see, like there's so many. I know we're not trying to give it all away right now, but like Devil May Cry was good, man. I know
Devil
people,
May Cry was
some
great.
like
So
hardcore fans were mad and loud about it or whatever,
yeah.
but like it was so fun. It's kind of a toss up one. I think it's kind of a toss up one.
That's why I think it's for
There's
sure
not
gonna
a
dominate.
clear winner in my head right now, you know?
Right, and I mean, I just listed two things, one of which I just forgot was a video game movie.
Yeah, yeah.
My only thing against Sonic 3 is I do think there is something to be said about like it still coming out last year that they may not give it the because like Sonic 3, but Sonic 3 is not Arcane.
And did Arcane win
Yeah,
that year that it came back the next year?
it did. It
It
beat
did?
out
Okay. Well,
Cyberpunk.
they should have, so. Did it beat Edge Runners? It beat Edge
That
Runners,
was why we
right?
were
And we were
upset.
like mad about it.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's why we were
yes,
upset.
yes.
And that's why we were so sure because it's like they won the year that they didn't even come out. Surely season two is just going to dominate. The one award, obviously. But it's just, hey,
Oh
no hate
man.
again because we liked Arcane season two and we liked
Yeah,
Fallout.
those are two of the best
And regardless,
adaptations
Ella Purnell's winning.
ever.
So,
Like
get all the
of
reason to do that.
anything, not even just video game adaptations, just
Mhm.
adaptations. Those are
They're just
really
good.
good.
Good media.
Yeah.
Good media. But moving on to our next award here, Best Multiplayer. Very self-explanatory there. I say that because there's gonna be a point where it's not self-explanatory. Come on, Jeff. So, best multiplayer, I do have up here Split Fiction, Arc Raiders, Monster Hunter Wilds, Battlefield 6, and this is where it gets a little crazy because there's gonna be something noticeably not on my list. Elden Ring Night Rain.
Okay.
Do you have what's missing from my list?
Um, so I think I did one more. I think I did 6 for everything.
Okay, and that's fine. I just went off of what was posted there. That's fine.
So I pretty much have your I have Split Fiction, Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Monster Hunter Wilds, Elden Ring Night Rain,
Okay.
and Little Nightmares, just
Oh, okay.
because.
So you're not wrong. It is the first one of those that has a multiplayer. But the big thing here, and it's going to depend, because I think it comes out next week. So I think it is going to make the cut. Call of Duty's about to come out.
Oh man, yeah, I forget about Call of Duty. Yeah,
To
yeah.
be fair, it's not out yet. It's not out yet.
Right, right.
It
And
feels
that's
like
why
it's
I
out.
looked at the games that have come out so
Right.
far this year more than what's still to come because
But
we are
literally,
right here at the end of the year.
yeah. But it's literally like
But
next week or
yeah,
something that it comes out, I'm
yeah,
pretty sure.
and very strong chance that it makes it onto that list, no
Right.
doubt.
And
Yeah.
of course, I mean, the obviously the big outlier here that's different from the others is Split Fiction because it's not online. Well, I mean, you can play online with people, obviously, but like it's not an online multiplayer game. It's not like team versus team stuff like that. But it's like
Right.
just like It Takes Two, same studio, and that game won Game of the Year that year. Um,
And because
it's
even when it's like not couch co-op, it pretty much simulates couch co-op,
right, right.
So
And it's just
it's literally still split screen, So like,
it should
yeah.
100% be nominated for sure. I think Split
Split
Fiction.
fiction?
Yeah,
Oh, absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely, and that is, I mean, it was multiplayer before we had online multiplayer.
Right.
Like this is core multiplayer, absolutely.
Very true.
So yes, yes, 100%. I know a lot of people think online multiplayer right away, just
Which is
because
fair.
there's
That's
not
what
that
all these
much
others
couch
are.
co-op around anymore.
Yeah.
But it's also from just a really notable studio
Yeah.
that's come out with hits on hits on hits, and yeah, yeah, I think it has to be on that list for
Yeah.
sure, for
I
sure.
don't think it's fictional. Do you think so?
But you played Little Nightmares and not me.
I don't think it's gonna make the cut.
Okay, all right, good to know. I'm just gonna
Um,
delete this one.
it's ridiculous to. I mean, it worked fine. There was no problems like joining each other and whatnot. Um, and like I have a review of this. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but go check out
Right,
our
right,
socials. Um, but there's two characters you play as the two character like one person's the other. You each have your own abilities. There are certain enemies that you have to work together to take down. Like I shoot my bow and arrow to break something off of an enemy, and Justin has to smash it with his big wrench. We switched roles. Like because I let him pick his character and he picked the girl. The girl is like the strength build, where I was the one having to like point an arrow and do like specific things, and I was like, I'm out of my
Oh
element.
no, man. That's
It was really
crazy.
funny because like the first few times, like Justin would pit like because like if you've looked at Little Nightmare gameplay, the surroundings very like very Tim Burton-esque. It's very dark. Sometimes there's like light, but it's not like heavily illuminated. And like Justin would be able to spot like all the buttons I need to shoot with my bow and arrow, and it's just like I'm used to finding these things, and I would be the one that's like, oh, Justin, I think that wall's breakable for you, and he's like, oh, that makes sense. But it's pretty cool. I will say it's pretty cool. I gave it a 7. But yeah, I don't think because also it's super weird for it to only be online multiplayer, so we couldn't do
Mm.
couch co-op. No, I think that's
And
weird.
you're like living in the same house, that's frustrating, right?
It's weird. I
Like,
guess
especially
it's also really easy just to do online though. I don't. We weren't necessarily frustrated with it. No.
you also both have to have a PlayStation. So,
True, and then we did
yeah.
have one. So in the instance if we
Right,
didn't,
right.
yes, that would be frustrating. But at the same time, it has friend pass. We didn't both have to own the game, so it's hard to fully yell at that. Um, but yeah, for the people that like, I mean, it's very reasonable that you don't have multiple PlayStations in one house.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean that sucks, and that's why I bring it up as a thing at all. Like you should absolutely just have couch co-op as an option, or at least be like, because again, I don't know game development. Maybe it takes more. Be like, oh, it's coming later. I don't know. So.
Maybe it could still happen. Like, who
Maybe it could
knows,
still
you know?
happen.
Like,
Because like
yeah.
when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, there was issues on Xbox. The reason it didn't get ported to Xbox in the first place immediately was because they were having issues with the split screen of the Xbox Series S.
Mhm.
Um
It's always the Xbox Series S, man.
That's why they had to shut down all those studios. But yeah, no, it's
Weird.
just it could be a lot of work. I don't know. But yeah, you should absolutely if you're gonna have a game like this is what I'm referring to. Obviously, I know why shooters are not, but honestly, like because every shooter used to be couch co-op. I hate to see it go. I
Right.
understand why it's gone more the like online route,
I
just
played
more
Medal of
streamlined that
Honor,
way.
you know?
My God. You say that and it transported me to when I saw the cover art in like a Blockbuster. Like, oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. It
Um
was just like cartoon people on like a fucking thing with like a gun.
Sometimes it's really
This is
interesting to
my
think
Medal
about
of
like
Honor.
how
Yeah.
many competitors Call of Duty did have. They still do. Like we do still have Battlefield. It's just they went through a really rough time the last game.
They took a
Um
while to get
they
there.
did. They
Yeah.
did. But Call of Duty just lasted. And to be fair, those
Yeah.
dude, and sometimes the campaign makes it or breaks it, dude. Because like Soap McTavish, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare games, phenomenal experiences. So much so that they rebooted it. So it's like okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
So definitely see that just climbing its way on here to the list. It's hard to
I would
decide
imagine so.
which one to drop out. Like even me taking out Little Nightmares, right?
Did you have Night Rain on yours?
Um, yes,
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
yeah,
Because dude, that was
because
so
that
fun.
was
It was so
such
fun.
a fun thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. And we
100%.
platted it and everything.
Yep,
So like we played it to the fullest.
to the fullest. And we
Um,
tried some of
they,
those
they,
like
they,
revamped bosses.
right,
Mhm.
right. We did not beat those.
We
Those
did not.
motherfuckers are
We
hard,
did
dude.
not.
Yeah.
I guarantee you
But they
though,
were
if it had
cool.
been something that was like part of the base game that like required a trophy, we would have tried
Oh, we
harder
would have
though.
kept with it.
But there's a point
Absolutely.
where like when you have the plat at that point when I replay something if I have the plat for it, it's usually like to do the story or just experience it again or something like that. And like that's just hard.
Yeah.
It's just difficult.
Yeah, for sure.
Where we're just all constantly being knocked. But I mean again,
And
Elden
then
Ring, I
with
think
it
very
being
good.
multiplayer, we usually play like if us three are going to hop on a game for
Yeah.
the most part, you know. And I say us three like Justin's here, but our third,
He's
you
over in
know.
the other room.
Yeah, he's right over there. Um, you know, we usually hop on together. And so as somebody hops to a new game, we're coming with, you know.
Right.
So
100%.
we once we got off of Night Rain, there were more things to keep
There
playing.
were.
So
There were.
yeah.
Um, but then
And
moving
oh, and
on.
Chris sold it back. That's
I
right.
did. I did. Hey man, I'm balling on a budget, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
moving on here, next category here is best family game. Now I will say I don't even have a full five for this. I have four. Because I will say what my number five would have been Pokemon, but I don't see it happening. Because and this is the conversation me and Justin have every year when we go over the awards. For best family game, is it a game made for kids, or is it a game that's meant to be enjoyed by a whole family? and which
Or
really
is
just
it just a family friendly game, like a game that doesn't go too far?
right, and that's what I was saying with the first part. But yeah.
Yeah.
Or it could be a mix
Okay.
of
Yeah.
both, and I think it kind of has to be a mix of both for this category, to get things that are like worth being nominated. But so what I have here is Donkey Kong Bonanza, because this is primarily usually a Nintendo award. Mario Kart Worlds, Super Mario Galaxy. Now here's the question, because they just remastered it. They just remastered it and put it out, but it does have multiplayer. You can have your like kid sister or your child be the star that's running around with Mario and just shoots little star bits of things.
Okay.
And then I have Fantasy Life I, which is an RPG that came out early this year. Also has multiplayer, kind of like an MMO, and it's just a really, really huge but simple RPG.
I didn't have any
You
of
have one
those.
thing. Oh, so what's the one you have?
I did have one thing, and I added Sonic Racing. I had
Oh, okay.
Mario Kart World. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what I
And then
had
it
one of
was
those.
just really hard. I was like, if there's any more family games, I didn't play them, you know?
Right.
So, like, I don't know.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not like too concrete on like if all of this will make it on here, especially like the Mario Galaxy, like because Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2 are regarded as like some of the best platformers like ever made, very
Mhm.
very justifiably so. But I just don't know. Again, it does come down to like what's the definition is. Because there's no best child's game, it's just family game. And like Astrobot won this last year. Astrobot won a lot last year. Uh, because they even went on to win best game of the year. And game direction, which I absolutely love. But yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see. Obviously, like just I mean, Ernest here doesn't even play Nintendo. Not to
Journey.
say that's the only console, like the winner of this last year was a PlayStation game, but I'm just not sure. 100%. I looked into it, and it's just when you see the winners, they make sense. And I feel
Hmm.
like my list makes sense with those. The only thing about it is I don't think the kart racers are going to go here. I do have Mario Kart Worlds listed, but like there's a whole category for racing.
Yeah.
So I kind of just put that here to fill. So
See,
maybe we should have cut
and
this. I don't know.
then because like Forza is not gonna be in the family game
Right.
arena, you know,
Mhm.
like so like
But
uh,
I mean, you're going to have multiple,
but
like,
it's like this the aesthetic and
right.
like the it's not as complicated to play stuff
And
like
like
that, you know.
in Expedition 33, there's a family. So like, is that, I don't know. I don't know, man. Um,
Sad family.
but moving on, because yeah, that was the most in-depth thing, and honestly, maybe we should have just cut it. That's on me.
We
But
did our best.
what we do have, and I'm sure there wasn't too much issue with this, is best RPG. For this, I went Expedition 33, Oblivion Remake, Outer Worlds 2, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and I also listed Fantasy Life I.
Got you. Got you. So I'm gonna take one off that I had question marks next to,
Uh-huh.
which was Final Fantasy Tactics, because I was really trying
Oh,
to
but they
keep
also have
a
a best
remake.
sim. Right. Okay. Keep
I was
remakes
trying to
out.
keep remakes out of it. Like
Okay.
I consider them different. So
I mean, that's
I
fair.
had Expedition 33, Outworlds 2, Monster Hunter Wilds,
Okay, fair.
uh Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Assassin's Creed
Shadows.
Shadows.
I forgot you're the Ubisoft guy. But
Oh shit. No, I'm not. Hell no. Don't
Ubisoft and
put that on me,
Minecraft
Rick
is
and Morty.
everything Ernest brings to the table. Um, Chicken jockey.
Why?
Every morning he wakes me up with that.
Justin's the Minecraft guy.
No, we're talking about the movie, and that's you.
Nah.
You brought it to the table
I
today.
haven't seen it. You have.
So just a tangent because I thought about it. I've had two TikToks criticizing something where I get called out for looking like the person is part of what I'm criticizing. Because I was wearing a blue shirt when I was talking about Minecraft, and somebody's like, "Steve, why are you putting all this hate, Steve?" And then when I did my Peacemaker review, what's that guy's name? It's not Cosmopolis. It's something that sounds like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's I'm trying to remember his
I
name
can't
too,
remember
man.
his
He's
name,
awesome. I love
but
him.
the desk jockey who's always on the computer and whatnot. He
Chicken Jock.
I, but they were like, why are you dissing your own team, bro? I was like, God damn it. Should have shaved.
you gotta favor him a little
Oh, I
bit.
know, I get it.
But
Hey, we're white. We
yeah,
have beards. We're heavy. I get it. I get it.
it's
Um,
the Jason Momoa thing. I'm telling you.
no, no, I don't get. I don't think I look like Jason Momoa. But I think your list is very valid because I think Monster Hunter was on there before. I just went like I feel like my list fits a theme of like a type of RPG, but
Yeah,
actually Expedition 33 doesn't fit it. So,
but
the
it's
rest of
so
my list.
obviously a role playing game though.
Right,
You know,
right,
like
right. It's
it's
just the
it's
other one
probably
of
the
these.
most classic example of what we had
Did
for
you have
role
Kingdom
playing
Come on
game.
yours?
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
okay, I was like, that'd be so weird if you didn't have that on there.
No,
Uh,
yeah, that has
yeah,
to go on. That Kingdom Come Deliverance is a very, very, very good game. It's a very
it's a
good
good
game.
game, but I hear two is really good. But yeah, no, and I think that, like I said, it doesn't take too much to fill this list out here. Uh, I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. RPG, it's a huge. So many things fit into it. That can be the
Right,
thing of like you're building a character from scratch, versus like you're Oblivion. You can be the thing where like you're just literally playing as characters, filling their roles. Expedition 33. Um,
right.
if you think too hard on it, you're not going to be able to make a list. So it's just
And then there's those games where like you're making choices for something like Dispatch or
right,
something like that
right, right,
could
right.
potentially be on there as well.
100%,
Like,
100%.
yeah.
Um, well, yeah. So moving on from here, and this is
Oh,
where what?
is would Bloom and Rage would Lost Records be on there? Was that a role play? That's a role playing game, right?
So it does fit. Do I think it's going to be on there? No, I don't think it's going to be on there.
Yeah, 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 probably not. Yeah,
I do
okay.
think so, and the reason I didn't put this here, just because games for impact is one of my favorite awards because it's usually where you see like the things that are like your Life is Stranges and stuff like that. I do think we're going to see that nominated there potentially. Um, I don't know. I don't think it's going to win, even though I don't know what it's up against. But we'll see. We'll see what that goes to. But yeah, I don't think it's going to end up being around under RPG because it's just such a strong list of RPGs we already have. Like even with I don't really think Fantasy Life I is going to make it because you're right.
Hmm.
Monster Hunter probably has a better chance of being in there. Um, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
But then these next two, and I say these next two, I'll say the categories because this is the most confusing thing ever, and it's a thing every year. A best action adventure game and best action game, and I'm gonna full out tell y'all, we don't know. We don't
Yeah.
really know. We start to have a conversation. It's like, yeah, that makes sense, and then there's always a game that's like, this fits both. This fits both of these, and because of that, I now know nothing.
Yes.
It's just,
Yeah. So we just did our
um,
best.
right,
Yeah.
100%. So these lists can kind of be interchangeable, but like, yeah. So but we're gonna still go in order here. But starting with a best action adventure game, I do have Donkey Kong Bonanza. I do have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I do have Expedition 33, and then I have Silk Song and Hades 2.
Wow. I did not put Expedition 33 on this list
Okay.
for, and obviously not for the action one as well. But I mean, it's the most actiony um, turn-based game I've ever seen.
So
But
this is
so.
because if you look up the Steam page of a game, it'll show what they're listed under, and it is listed
And
under
it's
action adventure.
okay. All
And
right.
that's when I thought, so that's also part of where I was like, I know nothing. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah, dude.
I
Yeah.
don't get it.
So for this, I put Ghosts,
Fair
Ghost of
enough.
Yotei,
I'm actually surprised I did.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2,
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
I put Avowed,
Okay.
uh, Outer Worlds 2, and Death Stranding 2.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I think this is going to be the one where we're going to see a little mishmash of both of our lists because it's just
Yeah.
like, again, like what are your, we don't understand the assignment. It's just like, but it's not our fault. I will say now that you said Avowed, like I wonder if that would end up being under best RPG as well. That'd be wild to
Oh,
have two
true.
Obsidians in there though. Crazy, crazy year.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I
Um,
mean, but they're killing it this
oh for
year, though.
sure. Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. No, for sure. But no, strong list. I can't, I wouldn't argue against any of those. Part of which just because I don't fully know what leg I'm standing on with my list. So, but let's continue the confusion with best action game. So here I have Elden Ring Night Rain, Battlefield 6, Doom the Dark Ages, Arc Raiders, and Wuchong Fallen Feathers.
oh,
Oh,
okay. Wuchang
yes.
Fallen Feathers,
Yes, look
huh?
at me. Yeah, success.
Did you ever try it out? Because it's on
No,
Game Pass, right?
Yeah, it is. But no, I didn't.
I didn't either. So I meant to, and then I did a different thing instead.
Yes.
So, but very similar lists. Again, I did 6 by accident, so there is an extra one.
That's okay.
But Battlefield 6, Arc Raiders,
Hell yeah.
Mafia: The Old Country,
I'll respect it. You might be right. Yeah, yeah.
um, Ninja Gaiden 4, just because I hear it's
Oh,
like
word. Yeah, yeah,
non-stop
yeah.
action.
I
Like you're
think you're
just
right.
going, dude. And I haven't had hands on with it, but I hear it's like awesome. And people
Yeah.
like don't care about the story or whatever,
Well, I hear the story's
but they're
bad, but
just like
yeah, yeah,
going, dude.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Um, and then Monster Hunter Wilds. I might
Fair.
have been reaching there, but Elden Ring Night Rain as well.
Okay. I mean, some
Yeah.
again, some similar things. We're gonna see a splash of both of our lists. I don't think we're gonna have any of these that are just like completely wrong. Maybe family. I don't know. No, Donkey Kong's gonna get it, 100%.
Yes.
But yeah, again, there's a confusion around these two, and even with the confusion there, because they're two like meaty categories. It's like so much of the things we've talked about this year fall into either one. Um, and yeah, we had to go over those for sure. But here's one I'm really excited for this year
And I need your help with this one because I was able to think of 2, and then I was having trouble like looking up like was this their first game? I don't know. Like
for
so
best indie game.
yeah.
Okay,
For this debut indie. Did we
so
say
I
the
told
second
you we
one off?
cut it,
Oh, my bad. All right.
and he said thank you.
Ah, that makes it so much easier. I just didn't
Okay,
delete it.
because like I
Okay,
wasn't
good
sure.
job, past Chris.
So we're just going over best indie game.
Yeah.
Um, So here, and so here, there's one thing off to the side that I just don't know because it's not a simple Google because I tried. I don't know if Expedition 33 counts.
Right.
I
Because
don't
like
know.
34 people made this game or something like that.
Unlike
Like
and like they did receive funding and assistance with that, and like they did use like Unreal Engine 5, which is like they didn't use in-house stuff to fully develop everything.
right.
This isn't us judging anything. We love the fucking
But it
game.
was like a small team. It
Right.
was like so like by definition or whatever, like what we know of what makes an indie studio,
Well,
like
it's
they
about where you get
fit
your
that
funding
mold,
from.
but then they also got a lot of
Right. Because
extra.
essentially
Yeah.
independent, you make it by yourself.
Right. 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 Right.
You don't like, and that's sometimes you can get like a donation, something like that.
I
It can
mean,
get a little
but like
blurry.
if you take out a loan from a bank, is that different than somebody donating or
I think it depends on the
investing?
agreement you have with who you took the money from.
Okay. Yeah. Or if
Regardless,
there's
I
like a
don't know.
parent
I don't want
gaming
to pretend
company.
I know. I
I
don't
don't
want to
know.
pretend
But
I
if it
know.
is on there, it's definitely a
A hundred
clear
percent,
shot for
100%.
front runner.
But
Yeah.
in terms of the game itself, and I mean, this speaks more to the quality, I guess. Doesn't look like an indie. Like
It feels very triple
it's
A.
true. It feels
Yeah,
triple A.
absolutely.
But
Yes.
regardless, I will say I do not have Expedition 33 on this list. I don't think it does fall
And
under it.
I'll take the one that's the one that I'll take off, so I'll also have
Okay.
5.
But at the same
Yeah.
time, if it ends up being there, like I get it. But please explain, because I just don't know Sandfall. But so what I do have here for best indie game 2025, Hades 2, Blueprints, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Midnight Walk, and Peak. I will say another
All
caveat
right.
here. I do think because I have like listed as a side thing. There's a game called Deltarune that released chapters 4 through 6 this year.
Mhm.
I don't know how you do those, but it is the follow up to. Um, I keep forgetting the name of that game. Oh my God. Regardless, but it's a very popular thing, and I do think it would totally be up here. I just don't know. Again, since part of it was already
If it
out, right?
qualifies.
Because it wasn't an early
Right.
access thing, so like I don't know, but that's why I have it as a side thing because I do have Midnight Walk
Like,
here.
are we counting Grounded 2 in any of this? You know,
No,
like
because that's officially an early
that
access thing.
is early access.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
They letting you know, hey, this is not a finished product.
That's
You're
true.
you're
That's
playing
true. Like
this, and that's why we didn't
you
get
get an
Hades 2
actual
last
disclaimer.
year. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
But what do you got?
So I also have Hades 2. I
Respect
also
it.
have Silk Song and
Mhm.
Blueprints,
Okay.
and which I do have a very recent review for.
He
Go check that
does.
shit out.
Go check that on the show.
And now this is where we differ
Uh-huh.
because I put on, even though I haven't played them, Abiotic Factor
Okay.
and The Altars.
Is Alters indie?
I believe so.
Okay. I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just suggesting because if that is indie, hell yeah, it deserves to be on here. Peak I have on here because it's just took the world by storm.
I will do a little goog.
Okay. Well, I would hope you did a Google before. So, it's okay.
I kind of assumed there. I'm not gonna
Okay,
lie.
that's fine.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know, but regardless, Alters is a fantastic game. I didn't finish it. I did get about like 10 or so, 10, 12 or so hours into it. Yeah. Okay, I thought you were gonna say something. Your finger.
Yes, The Alters is considered an indie game developed by 11-Bit Studios, a smaller studio known for titles like This War of Mine and Frostpunk.
Okay, hell yeah. Then you know what? I do think because what was your other one that's different than mine?
Abiotic Factor.
Okay. Granted, we did see it when we were going over like the joystick, golden joysticks or whatnot.
Mhm.
Um,
Which is kind of the reason it made it on to this list
right.
because it was up for one of the Game of the Year awards that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so is Peak. And
Right.
granted, to be fair, Peak is just a bunch of ridiculousness, and it's only
It
4.99.
looks so awesome
It
though,
does,
man. It looks so fun.
but it's also making the round because it just got nominated at the New York City Game Awards. Um, sorry, just New York Game Awards. Sorry, Mom Donnie. And
Don't be mad at
uh,
me.
so that makes me think, and from what you're like combining our lists, I would assume Midnight Walk wouldn't make it, which is sad. Go play Midnight Walk. Like, and to be fair, it has another category it could go up for. We just don't talk about it. Best VR game. But
Mm,
I would hope there's
right.
something better VR related than Midnight Walk. Because like if it's that it's so good as a game in general. I've seen some clips of what it's like in VR, which is so cool. It's still like immersive and whatnot. But just like it's not the levels of like there's this one game that like every time you blink, life moves forward and you have to deal with
Right.
it with the people
Yes.
around you.
Oh,
Like that's I'm
dude.
like, yes, that's best
That's just
VR
crazy.
game. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what I want to see. Not just, oh, you have telekinetic powers and a gun.
Dude, oh, I'm being conscious of like how many times I'm blinking right now and
Right.
I don't like it. Oh
Right.
god.
Like, and I
Oh,
can literally trigger you with this. Like, imagine Jace is in front of you, and every time you blink, he gets older.
don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. It's like a really sad jigsaw puzzle.
Oh my
Dad, I
god.
want to play a
That
game, and he
sounds
sounds like that because he's
terrible.
so
That's
old because you
the
blink
worst.
so much. But I do
That's I'm
think
gonna cry. What about when you cry? What happens when you cry in
it
that
depends on how
game?
your eyes react. Because if you close those, he's gonna get older.
Just crying like this, dude.
Please don't do that. That's gonna haunt me. But I do think the two front runners there. We've talked about it all year. Because I like, there's a point where it just was like, dude, imagine. Because at the beginning of this year, there was no release date for Hades 2. There was still no release date for Silk Song. And as we got closer and closer and closer, it's like, no way. They didn't Tekken it. They
Yeah.
took the gambit. We're here. Obviously, no hate to either one. Whoever's gonna win, whoever's gonna win. But yeah, dude, I'm just so excited because how dare
And
Tekken
I
fuck up?
I just want to and we there's also Blueprints which is being held as like the best if like one of the best if not the best puzzle game of all time. I don't
Right.
think so. But a lot of people
Go
are
check
saying
that
it.
out. Go
A
check
lot
that
of
out.
people are saying
Right,
it.
right, right.
So,
But yeah,
I mean,
you can't deny the hype of because like so when we're talking about Expedition 33 and how there's so much about it we don't know if
and
it
if
falls
that's
under
on the
indie.
list, dude,
Right. That's gonna be
jeez.
crazy. That is gonna be crazy. But Hades 2 has completely like it has its own aura just based off of that first game. There was no like
Yes.
extended wait for release or anything like
Which
that.
is
Nobody thought
why
we were
I
going to get
so
one.
confidently put it on my list, even though I haven't played it.
Right.
And same goes for Silk Song.
And
You know,
but
I
I was
haven't
going to
played
say a
that
little
either.
bit different
So
there. We've all heard like I've played it, but regardless of that, like you've heard how good Hollow Knight is for fans of it. And then that wait, like it could be so easy for a game, and I think it mainly worked because it is an indie studio. It's a small Australian studio
mhm.
that
I love Australia.
they're great. That they just took so long, like, and after the fact, we learned why. It's like, oh, we just kept having fun. Like we just kept finding new things, whatnot. And I think, dude, I'm like, I know they didn't say it
Which
for
is
this, but I
awesome.
think that's gonna sell it. I think that,
Right.
yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and the fact, the thing that's impossible, game's good. Like how good it is, it's gonna vary per person, but regardless, very critically accepted, and yeah, it's good. It's very good. I think it's great. But moving on to another tough award here. Let's see how it goes, Ernest. Let's see who we're going to put up here. Best performance.
And do you have five here?
I do have five.
I have 6 and I can't take one off. I'm sorry. So
So whoever you list first, I'm gonna assume is not gonna win. I'm just kidding.
starting from the bottom.
No. So what I have here, I have Aaron Paul from Dispatch. I do have Erika Ishii from Ghost. I do have Troy Baker from Death Stranding 2. I do have Jennifer English from Expedition 33. I do have Ben Star Sucks. And then I do have Tom McKay from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
You have Ben Star sucks.
I just want to put it out there. Because I think there's a strong chance they both get nominated. I love
I
Ben
think
Star.
I
He's
think
so
he
good.
he might be up there too, for
Mm.
sure. For sure.
I just
Because
think, yeah,
what was it? The God of War year? Did we have both
we did have
Christopher
Atreus
Judge
and the boy.
and the kid
I don't remember his name. I don't
who
remember
is
his name.
awesome. He's
He's
so
awesome.
talented and he deserves for me to know his name and I'm fucking up.
Right.
It's not you, it's me.
What artist?
Absolutely.
Who do you have on your list?
I have Jennifer English as
Mhm.
Mael in Expedition 33. And that's not the one that's gonna lose. Um, I have Adrian Ray from South of Midnight playing Hazel. I have Troy Baker playing Higgs in Death Stranding 2.
Mhm.
I have Kanatsu Kato, who played Hinako in Silent Hill F.
Mm.
Erika Ishii, that played Atsu, of
Mhm.
course, and Tom McKay, who played Henry in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Yeah. It cannot be that
And
hard to take off Hinako. I'm just gonna say it.
she was good.
Exactly.
She was a good.
See? See how you already limited it. Everyone else is great.
Because I didn't say great. Okay. All right. Let's take her off.
I
But
don't think
she's
you
so
do. I
cool.
don't think you ever accidentally say, I like Jace. I like
No,
Jace.
yeah. I
Jace, you're
love
okay.
him. Yeah. And everybody else on this list, like I totally love. They're
Right.
so good. They're so
And
good.
like,
Yeah,
and
okay.
you
Okay.
battle
That
that
would
odds
be
against, it's very, very likely we're gonna
I'm gonna
get
give
both.
her flowers now though, because she
That's
is
fine.
very good in it.
Completely fine.
And
And I will also accept it as a dark horse answer because I do think it's worthy. I don't want to make it sound like it's not, but so in a, like, assuming we get six this year because it should just be an even number. Um, like you just said, they did it with God of War. I
mhm,
think it's going to be very hard to not get both Ben Starr and Jennifer English here, which again, they're worthy. The problem
mhm.
here is everyone's worthy. We're not even
Right.
talking about winners. We're just talking
Of at
about getting
least
in the
being
game.
on the list.
Right.
Right, right, right.
Right. I also want to
It's
give a
an
quick
honor to
shout
be
out.
nominated and all that
Sony
stuff.
Soljic is the voice of Atreus.
Got you. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Just to bring it up because I don't
Sony
have it memorized. Sunny.
Sajic.
Sunny Soljic. I
Sunny
might be
Soljic.
mispronouncing the last name wrong, but its first name is
All
Sunny.
right. Sunny.
Sunny.
Sunny. I remember yelling
Um,
that at Skrillex from the crowd.
no, his name's Skrillex. But and
Oh,
yeah,
you
no,
mean Sunny?
Hinako is great. She's awesome. I'm like she's obviously the driving force of that game. And just was it last year? We had the voice actor for James in Silent Hill 2. He got nominated for best performance. But when you go through those
That's right.
endings, you see that that's where you see where
And I'm
that's
gonna
at.
get there. I'm
Right,
going
right.
back.
I get you.
I'm
I get
going
you. I
back.
get you. I will say the ones I mainly remember are the ones I didn't even get. But yeah, just it's just because I won't like if you have multiple endings, especially something like that, I won't judge you based off of the ending I got. Like I did something to get this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at this work, and I at that point I didn't think I was gonna replay it. Um, but yeah, I want to replay it now. So here we are.
I'm really like doing my best to get all the things
I
all
get
the
you.
way
I
that I
understand.
can, you know, so that I can get a good ending because I know there's a chance that I don't.
Right. So it's not like Silent Hill F. You're not guaranteed to get the one ending the first time.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah. There
most
you
likely won't
can
get the
first
perfect
try
ending.
run into multiple.
Right, right, right. But yeah,
Mhm.
it's like dealer's choice there. But yeah, obviously a lot of performances this year. I was surprised on the golden joysticks that we got. You were just talking about South of Midnight there. Like we got
Adrian
recognition for
Ray
her.
debut performance.
I don't know that we see her here. Just again because of limit, and again we didn't list it here, but again I do think we're really going to see Ben Starr and Jennifer English again, both worthy,
It
both worthy.
and I won't be mad, and I
I
won't
know,
be
and I'm
mad
not gonna
because
be mad either. I'm gonna
I
say a little comment, but I'm just it's just yeah,
and because Ben Starr is just
he's great.
so talented, man. Like he is very much like that Troy Baker type level, you
Right.
know, where he is like you see his name on the cast and it's like, okay, that's gonna be good, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
yeah,
100%. He has a
yeah. And
calendar
then
coming out
and
from
then Troy
Elatro.
Baker, bro.
Oh, dude,
Troy
Troy
Baker
Baker.
has not won one of these.
I couldn't say that. I don't
I
know.
don't think he has.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
think he has. And
That's weird, but yeah. But also, he's been voice
he's
acting longer than those two.
one
So
of the best in the biz, man. Like
I will say,
easily.
because I want to be upset if they do this. I do not want to see Troy Baker up for Indy here. I know it's still great for Indy, but
Oh,
Troy
for
Baker,
indie.
if he's here, Death Stranding 2. Like I want him here for Death Stranding
Oh,
2.
and
100%.
because the and again, we talked about it the last time that we talked about him.
Mm,
I think it was the joysticks
it was.
that him doing an indie, like he does such a good Harrison Ford,
Yeah,
you know,
he
like
does.
he
He does.
nailed it. But yeah, those monologues that he has in Death Stranding
As he
are
phenomenal.
breathtaking performances.
Phenomenal.
It's so good.
So good.
Oh, it
Yeah.
has to be. It
Come
has
on.
to be. And that
Come on.
the mocap always adds a little bit for
Oh,
me
for
as
sure.
well because
Yeah.
it's more than just that. Like they are using their body language, and of course, it's like tweaked and stuff like
Yeah.
this. But especially in these games that have that hyper realism look to them,
Yeah.
you can really see that performance in their face and in their body and
And
stuff
Higgs
like
has a
that. So
lot
I
going
mean,
on, and it's just awesome. But yeah, I know.
it's
I
good.
know. But
It's
that's just
good.
to say again, stacked year, man. Stacked year. But moving right along, best score slash music. So here I have Expedition 33, Hades
No.
2, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Death Stranding 2, and Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's great music.
Fuck.
But so like
Donkey Kong?
it's great tunes. And also if
Yeah.
you've seen anything from the Game Awards, there's always a reverence for classic stuff, what would be
Yeah.
referred to as nostalgia, and there is a lot of that in the Donkey Kong soundtrack as well
Like
as the
it's
universe
not
of that.
8-bit, but it feels 8-bit type
Right.
stuff. Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of people. Like, there's some Mario games that have like the best. Some moves people say the best soundtrack in the world. Do I listen to the Donkey Kong Bonanza soundtrack? No, but it's good, and I know some people refer to it as great. Some people even put Mario Kart World soundtrack because it just has like because the tracks are all like it's all you have the different Mario characters and whatnot. All the tracks are based off of the different games. There's
And there's
remixes,
like
stuff like that.
A Rainbow Road song that
Right.
like people know, right?
Right.
Like yeah,
100%.
yeah.
100%. It's
Uh,
just yeah. I'm thinking that, but we'll see.
and I
What do you
wanted
got?
to ask you like what kind of it's a score that we have for Silk Song. Yeah?
Yeah. It's an
And
orchestra.
it's just really well done because I
Beautiful.
haven't heard a lot of it.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, it's very similar to like your Dark Souls score.
Okay. Yeah, where it
Dark,
just like
haunting.
builds up, gets epic
Yeah.
type of
Well, you have
stuff.
your epic
Maybe
stuff.
some
You also
Latin.
have your like while you're out exploring when when you find something, you get into areas like as you're just getting lost in the adventure. The music just really carries you through like the emotions and like the feeling of the world, and it's just so good. I will say it was hard for me because Dispatch might be on my list here because it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And
Um,
it's like tunes or it's
it's
score.
tunes. So
Okay.
there is score, but the things you'll primarily hear, and you'll know immediately what I'm talking about when you play it. There's a song called like about. Let me. I'm going to show you how to make a pound cake. Banger, banger. It's how it's at the end of episode 2 when it cuts to credits. Awesome. And there's other tracks too. The only thing is, like, it is more of a just like soundtrack, and I know that's not necessarily because like you could argue that Death Stranding 2 is also just like a kind of a soundtrack because there's a lot of songs that already existed that you put in there, but at the same time, there's definitely songs in there that are not like you have the whole the duet between Woodkid and Elle Fanning that are singing
Oh,
BB's theme, and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Oh no,
dude,
sorry, wait,
there's so much good music in that. Like
100%.
oh, that yeah, that J-pop song is like that's one of my favorite songs of the year
I
in
believe.
music.
Oh yeah,
Like not from video games, just like
it's
in
good.
music
It's
period.
good. It's
Yeah.
good, man, and that's just great stuff. But what do you got on your list?
Which is why I also have Death Stranding 2 to
Hell yeah,
start
hell yeah.
off. I do have Lost Records Bloomin'
Okay,
Rage.
respect it, respect it.
I have Outer Worlds 2, and I just want to take a moment to
Go
talk
for it.
about it
Go for it.
because they develop music. They produce for each of the factions
Uh-huh.
in the game. They each have their own radio station, and the songs just fit the personality of those factions so much because it's
Mhm.
all propaganda from that faction.
Okay.
So like Antes is all like 50 style tunes and stuff, like real swinging stuff.
Yeah.
And it's all just like telling you to buy their products.
Okay.
Like there's a candy that they have that's also tobacco
Awesome.
that they're selling, and it's a banger song that they have about it. Um, so shout out to Outer Worlds 2. I also have South of Midnight.
Okay. Fair enough.
They really did something special with the music,
Right.
and
And the way you
when a
incorporate it.
game can integrate the music into the storytelling and into the gameplay the way that they did, I feel like it deserves some credit, you know?
Hell yeah.
And then there's fucking Expedition
Expedition 33.
33.
Yep.
But
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
not going to say which one is my favorite.
Oh wow. But yeah, totally get it.
Dude,
Definitely understand.
it's really good.
It is really good,
It's
for
really
sure.
good.
For sure. And they should absolutely
Ooh,
be performing that live
yeah.
at the Game Award.
Please, please do that.
Even like
And
the
also
acoustic
get the
performance they had was
J-pop
great.
homie from
I don't think that's what you would pull from Death Stranding, unfortunately.
damn it.
They would pull the
No.
actual like
And because
Woodkid
Woodkid's
and
been there
Alfie.
before,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And I
Um,
would not be mad. I would not be
I
mad
would
at
hope
that.
not. Because he's
But
French, and you're
but
celebrating the
man, if
French
we could
right
just
now.
get some J-pop going on, you're
We can get
French.
K-pop if the Demon Hunters show up. Um, but moving on, the next one we have here is Best Art Direction. Um, where we're kind of getting into the final slew of awards of the night. Usually, I do have Silk Song, Hades 2, Death Stranding 2, Expedition 33, and Ghost of Yote. What do you got?
Man, Ghost of Yote is a very good one.
Yeah,
And I put other stuff on here.
that's okay,
So I
man. I'm
put
more of a
Expedition
Japan guy.
33.
That's fine.
Did you put Expedition?
I did.
Okay, good. Good for you. Expedition 33, Silent Hill F,
Okay.
Hades 2,
Yeah.
Death Stranding 2, and South of Midnight.
Okay. Man, you have so much love for South of Midnight. That's great. That's awesome.
I think like there's things that are very good about that game.
Yeah, for sure. And like the visual design is one of them. You're absolutely right. Because
Yes.
they do the whole
Yeah.
like stop motion kind of claymation look.
Yeah.
It's great. It's
Almost
awesome.
like that Spider-Man type of comic
Right, where
look
you
in
drop
some
the
parts of it.
FPS.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like it's beautiful. It's awesome. And I know it looked weird for a lot of people in the trailers, but when you're in there, it's great. It's so cool.
It feels really cool. But then there's things like that hold that game back as well, like the combat. Um,
Yeah.
it's mainly the combat
It was the
that
combat,
holds
and then
that
like that
game
whole
back.
chase sequence you get at the end of every part.
Oh yeah, they're not a good
They're
time at
not
all. I
great, but
never
again,
felt
always pretty.
like I've never felt that tense feeling like he's breathing on my neck or
Right, right,
anything. You know,
right,
I
right,
was like, oh, I'm so good at platforming in this game. So
right. But yeah, obviously a lot to go for. There might even be things on there that we didn't even list because there's just a lot of, just put it simply, a lot of pretty games out this year. A lot of beautiful
yeah,
games.
man. Yeah. And that I mean, Silent Hill F at Hades 2, I haven't even played, but like I know how Hades 1 looked,
Right.
and this can only be better,
It's
probably.
gorgeous. It's
You know?
gorgeous. That's
Like, yeah,
gorgeous. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. But next up
I
here.
was
Oh,
very strongly considering putting them in my score and music as well,
okay.
just based off of what I know from the first game.
Oh
Again, I
yeah,
just
and
trust them
I will
so
say
much.
Hades 2 brings it as well for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but next up here, it's my favorite award of the show, and it is Best Narrative, because what are we? Life is storytelling. This is all about your story. This is all about the narrative here. So the ones I think are going to get up for this are Death Stranding 2, Expedition 33, Hades 2, Dispatch, and Ghost of Yote. Now, Dispatch, anytime you hear me bringing this up right now, bear in mind it's not finished yet. You can ruin your narrative next week. That's what it is. So we'll see.
Right.
But as of right now, very strong, and I just want to support that while I have it.
I have an assumption here that Dispatch is going to be on here as well.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's
okay,
on my list. Yeah. I also have Mafia the Old Country,
okay,
Lost Records Bloom Rage. That was a different type of story. Uh, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2,
okay.
and Expedition 33.
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah, you would never think that I'd put that on my list, man, but it's a pretty cool story. It's a
Yeah.
pretty cool story. But, some other ones, like, I just very much just from the outside looking in,
Mhm.
Dispatch looks like a great time. I've
It
heard
is.
good
It's
things
very
from
good.
you about it. I know
Very good.
people aren't really reviewing it or anything yet. Maybe there are people that are talking about episodes out there,
There's a
but
review of the
that's
first two episodes because people got that early, like reviewers.
right.
But yeah, you'll see full reviews when the last of it comes out.
And I'm waiting until the full thing's out so I could just play straight through it. But I'm very much looking forward to it, and I'm thinking it's going to be pretty good.
It's great.
But Mafia: The Old Country is straight up a mafia movie. That's just
Yeah.
like it's like playing through The Godfather and stuff. It's great, man. And Lost Records Bloom and Rage really just felt like a different type of story. Like I know
Yeah.
it's coming of age and stuff like that, but all
Mhm.
the twists and turns in there and not knowing where it was going to end up, and maybe the ending could have been a little bit better, but or we could have got some closure or something.
Gotten the
But
end ending. Yeah.
right, right. But the journey along the way, and
All right.
because the story really is the core of that game and
For
why I
sure.
enjoyed it in the first
And the
place. So
music, which you also have up for best music
yeah,
as well.
right,
100%.
right, right, right.
100%.
Absolutely.
Next up here, this is like the twofer. These are like your Oscars, your best director, best
Like they're
game movie of the
closing the
year. Right,
show.
right, right.
Yeah.
We do have get best game direction. For this one, I do have Ghost of Yote, Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and Hollow Knight Silksong.
All right. Dude, good list. I only have two differences,
What do you got?
and they are Split Fiction and
Okay.
Silent Hill F
Okay.
instead of Donkey Kong Bonanza. And what was the other one?
Um, Silksong.
And Silksong.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, yes. Um, it's just it's a lot.
It
It's a
is a lot.
lot this
It is a
year.
lot.
And because the way I understand it, game direction is really looking at like how the technology was blended with the gameplay and how it was blended with the story and
Right.
things like this, and just how well all of that blending was done. And
Right.
all of these here just put together really, really good games this year, man.
These are all good looking sandwiches in front of me.
I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
saying, I don't know which one to
yeah.
eat.
I like the meatball. I
Um,
like the turkey club. But yeah, yeah, yeah. They're different, but
Jersey
they're
Mike is
good.
back, baby.
But yeah, no, 100%. I do. There's even ones that like I don't think like Hades 2 could be up here. I don't have
Yeah,
that on my list. You don't have it on yours. It could totally be. Like there's like the list for this is too long. Um,
and
yeah.
And I gotta ask, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has made it on quite a few of your lists here,
Yeah.
lists of
I
nominees.
listen.
And is it mostly me, or is like people you're seeing the community
It's
talk about it
all
a lot?
well because
Because
you've echoed like obviously I've heard what you're putting, but like you've echoed what I've heard from others.
yeah,
Um, because there's
yeah,
a lot
and
of
there's
love for it.
people like in those comments out there like fight like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is my game of the year and I'm not
Right.
budging and stuff
And
like that.
like
Yeah,
it is somewhat like the I don't want to go full on like dark horse like because like it's not going
mhm.
to be a surprise to see it on any of these lists. We're getting something here. Um,
But
but
it won in Europe. Was it Europe or
maybe so.
England? Something like
Right.
that. It won like I think European Game of the Year or something
Something
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
But like it's not it's not necessarily a front runner, unlike the in the big areas. Because like the first one was like considered a sleeper hit, and then it was like a
Right.
miracle that we got a sequel at all.
Like a
Um,
cult classic type
Right,
situation.
100%.
Yeah.
And cult classics, if you don't know, they flop at first and they become a cult classic later.
Right.
I know you know probably a lot of people that love Scott Pilgrim. Nobody went to go see that in theaters.
Yeah.
I saw it three
I
times.
saw it late. I saw it late. So
But yeah, just bringing up an example there. But like with this, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 doesn't help that it came out in February.
mm,
Earlier in the year, like again, the Keeley's Game Awards, though they are like the closest you necessarily get to like the Oscars of all of this, um, it's nobody should is like really focusing on like we need to be out right before they don't do what the movies do. We're like, oh,
right.
it's award season, October through the rest of the years. We're gonna put everything
No,
so they
nobody
just saw it
has to
right before the
worry
awards.
about like everything everywhere all at oncing it, you know?
Right,
Like
100%,
yeah.
100%. But like this. And I guess it helps because it is a sequel, so it already had a fan base. But it capitalized on a lot of things that were not so great about the first one. You still have a complete story, all the RPG elements you could possibly want here, and yeah, I just again from going on the outside, and I will say also because I did mean to bring this up earlier, if you haven't played it, they're having a free weekend to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It is from Friday to Monday this weekend.
Please get out there.
So yeah,
Somebody play this game.
I didn't see
Yeah.
if there's like amount of hours it cuts you off at with how big I know the game is. I don't think it necessarily matters, but
Yeah.
everything
You're
it
only
will
gonna get
carry
so far.
over. But yeah, it's a
You'll
complete
be
free
lucky
thing.
if you find pants before it runs out, dude.
But yeah, go check it out. It's available there if you just want to give it a shot. But yeah, man, I can't deny it. Will it win? That's gonna be the tough question. Because I would be surprised if it doesn't win anything. Um,
Mhm.
But at the same time, it's a stacked year. It's just a stacked year. And like that's I mean that's a great thing for us. So it's like whatever.
Yeah.
But we'll
Yeah.
see.
We're
And
spoiled.
but like you said, I do think it's going to end up on a lot of these lists. But will it end up on the big one? Our final category of the night, ladies and gentlemen, game of the year. I do have Ghost of Yote. I do have Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Hades 2, and then I don't know what to put here. I said it's going to either be Donkey Kong Bonanza or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Got you. Got you.
Because I think that's where it's
So
going to be, in my opinion.
I think we have the same list. I
Because I
think we
added
have the
Kingdom,
same
well,
thing.
I technically added Kingdom.
I'm not even thinking about Donkey Kong. And
Oh, I
no,
know. I know.
no,
I know.
I'm not putting it on my on my
That's
list.
fair. That's fair.
But I have yeah, Expedition 33, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, Silk Song, Death Stranding 2.
There you go.
That's the
Again,
same list? Is
yeah,
that the
pretty
same
much.
list?
Pretty much.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. If that's not the list, then we write.
Fair enough. I
Yeah.
mean, what we should have done, and like, I didn't ask you to do it. I didn't think to do it for myself either, because we did make a very early video. Well, not video. It was before we went to video. Earlier this year, where we were like, "Who do you think is going to be up there?" I know for a fact we both put Ghost up there because again, all
Yeah.
year we've been saying it's Ghost. Come on, I'm
It's
not worried.
Ghost, man. Yeah.
Um,
And
and
even now,
yeah,
it's Ghost,
it's
bro. Like
Ghost. It's
it's
Ghost.
Ghost. It's so
Like
good.
I'm not over here being like, oh, it's gonna be Donkey Kong Bonanza or Ghost. The thing again, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Again, just going off of like reviews and how it was accepted. It's 10. It's a lot of people. I didn't put it up there. So in regard like to put it into something similar for you, Blueprints is a very highly regarded game this year. You did not
Very.
highly regard it yourself. Donkey
Right.
Kong Bonanza is a very highly regarded game this year. I did not regard it myself. But I see it. I see it, and
Yeah.
also there's a love for
The vision
Nintendo,
is
a love
there.
for that, and like we didn't have a Donkey Kong game, a 3D Donkey Kong game for several years. But regardless, everything we listed I think is worthy. Who will win? Who are the front runners going to be? This is all going to be something we discuss later. Um, but I'll tell you what, if Cody Rhodes is still the champion, I'm gonna be upset. Like it's been too long. It's been too long. Drop it. I'm just kidding. He's not gonna lose
What's
that
it been? A
before.
couple months? It's been a
Right.
couple months.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
I
Roman
forgot
Reigns
it.
was champion for years,
I forgot he dropped it
Chris.
to Cena. My bad.
That's right.
R.I.P. We're
That's
almost done
right.
with Cena. His last Raw is on Monday.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
We're
It's
moving.
weird.
Time is going on, my man. It's just moving forward.
I mean, like
But
it's also seeing it's weird seeing like bald Triple H like in a suit every
right.
time that I
I get
see
it.
him like
I get
running
it.
the
I get it.
business
Because he
too.
still
So
has the
like I
face.
mean,
And like why he
yeah,
was so successful as a heel. He has the face and he has that raspy voice.
we've
Uh
talked about a lot of like in our movie reviews, people that just look villainous
yeah.
naturally.
Yeah, I
And
get it.
like, yeah, he's one of those.
And
He's one
like
of
we've
those
seen him
ones.
break into a house. Like we know. We know who he can be.
Randy Orton burned a house down. Just saying.
No, that was justified. But Triple H, too far. Too far. But regardless, a lot to look forward to this year. Obviously, again, they're going to have the nominees out here in a couple of weeks. I'm very curious about the Call of Duty of it all because I just don't know. it like doesn't usually win stuff, but like I think that's gonna throw our multiplayer thing a
But
little bit in
it gets
disarray.
nominated though,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And like not to say it shouldn't, because again, we were both really like that campaign last year.
And it's not we didn't talk about it this time, but rematch for sports game of the year. Absolutely.
Right. And I think it's gonna go up there, and I do hope it would win against everything else that just gets re-released. But we'll see.
Are they still an indie studio?
Yeah, they haven't been acquired. So that could be up for best indie.
Yeah, I'm just saying, yeah,
It
yeah,
could
that might
be.
be up there too.
It
So
could be.
there's definitely a few things that we missed here, and we don't get to play every game. And we tried to
Right. Like me
include some
listing
games here
Peak,
that
that's
we
not on
haven't played.
console. So
Yeah,
it's just,
yeah,
Peak is on
yeah.
PC only. We would be on it though, especially if it's 4.99.
And there's
Yeah.
also the potential for that multiplayer game, the RV one.
Oh, where they have like the talking heads or whatever and just
Right,
like
right, right.
robbing stuff. Yeah. Um,
So
well, I don't know if that's like
I mean,
complete.
there's a lot out there that we have. We're two people,
We're two
so
guys. Two guys with no
yeah.
PC. No PC. But regardless, we would love to hear what y'all think. Like who do you think is going to be up here? Are there any like glaring ones we missed? Are you happy we talked about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 this much? Do you think we should have talked about Silksong more? Let us know. Let us know. And if you want to know where you can reach us at and where to just yell at us about anything, Ernest, where can the people find us?
So if you like to yell us, if you like to stay up to date with the show, you can
Beautiful.
find us out here on all these social medias, baby. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, and YouTube. And
Beautiful.
if you like to reach us directly, you can find us at life is storytelling at gmail.com. We appreciate any and all feedback, and we fucking love you.
We love you so much, and I greatly appreciate that our closing segment is often the reason I have to list that this video is not made for kids. Because we have the F word. But it's we appreciate everything that any likes, shares, comments, whatever it is. We would love to hear back from you, especially as we're gearing up for the award season. Because I'm curious, like I feel like we've done pretty good keeping our finger on the pulse, like talking about whether there's more versions of this, but like a strong like I have not played Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Of course, I've heard Ernest talking about it, but like just listening to the industry and like fans talk about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I haven't heard a bad thing. The thing is, did enough people play it? I mean, I imagine. Thank God it's not owned by Square Enix, but I imagine they did just fine. But yeah, we'll see. I'm very curious to see what everyone's hoping is going to win Game of the Year this year. But Ernest, thanks for tuning in and hanging out. You're not tuning in, but you're here.
Pleasure.
And you let Tom Fleming know he can have his identity back because I don't know where you got that
Thank you.
name.
Oh, the original.
The
Okay.
real Fleming with one M. But thank you all for tuning in, hanging out, and have a great rest of your week.